most unique PS3 games that like I have in my collection. So the most unique in when I say unique, it could be the gameplay style or some sort of a unique feature like in the game that you don't usually see, right? But just overall, a unique style of game. And yeah, like and subscribe. Share the video all over, please, right? Red Faction Armageddon basically has like this nano forge device. So the nano forge device can repair any structure, right, to its actual back to like its actual form, right? So yeah, so if a structure like a bridge is blowing up, it basically repairs that structure again. This helps with giving you extra cover, right? More barriers to stop the enemy, right? Or to repair like a bridge, so you can get from point A to point B a lot easier. And yeah, so the nano forge, right, the repairability, right, uses I'm assuming uses nano technology, right, to repair stuff, right? And yeah, this type of gameplay I can never seen before, like in a game, right, or a feature. The only other game I saw this in was God of War Ascension, where you could use this artifact to reverse time, and reverse time to repair structures. But yeah, this unique feature like is very cool, right? And yeah, as well with a Red Faction Armageddon, the entire environment is destructible. The entire environment. So any structure can be torn down, broken, collapse, towers, walls, all that, right? And yeah, so and that again, that goes back to the repairability, right? The nano repair ability. And yeah, next one is Driver San Francisco. Driver San Francisco. So basically, you got this consciousness. You can, I can basically shift into driver's consciousness, right? So you can control other drivers through the spiritual ability, right? Move your consciousness into other people's body, like a spiritual type thing. Drivers. Well, it's only drivers. So you're only controlling drivers. I never seen this element before, like in a racing game. It is a very cool, unique feature, right? So yeah, let's say like if you're in trouble, it allows for very cool chase sequences or escape sequences. So like if you're in trouble, you can, spirit jump into like someone else's body, and you can take out other people chasing you, right? So yeah, it allows for very fun gameplay, right? Very fun. Sometimes it makes the game too easy, but that's the thing, right? I'm just gonna call it spirit jumping. I don't know what they call it, but spirit jumping. You are basically spirit jumping from drivers. You can control cops and ambulance workers, taxi drivers, businessmen, and all sorts of racers, car racers, and all that, right? And yeah, it allows for a lot of very unique style gameplay. But yeah, Driver San Francisco definitely is a very unique feature. From the very first time I played it on a demo many years ago, I was like, wow, this is so unique. I never seen it before. So yeah. The Bourne Conspiracy, this is unique because it's like a action melee type game. It's like a melee type game. These are I don't see these often, right? So basically, for the most part, you are meleeing enemies. So enemies are coming after you, and you do these cool CQC type sequences. Kind of think like if you guys are familiar with Seafood, which came out 2 years ago. It's kind of like that, right? A one-on-one melee type sequences. And yeah, you basically build up at your bar. You got like this one melee bar or a takedown bar, and once you build it up, you get to take down enemies a lot quicker, and better for a takeout, or a takeout enemies quicker via shootouts. There's also shootouts in the game too as well. There's shootouts, take cover shooting, but for the most part, it is unique because of that melee type focus thing in like an action stealth game. It is kind of weird to see, but yeah, a Bourne Conspiracy. It has Splinter Cell Convictions, a visual style, very similar a visual style to that. Bionic Commando has a unique style of platforming, ziplining. So basically in this game, you use, you're mostly, like a third-person action type game. You're shooting down enemies and robots, right? But what's unique about it is that, there's a swing ability. So you get like this grappling hook and, you basically swing. So you got to swing off a platform and ledges, edges, all those things. It does take a while to get used to because you gotta hold on. I believe it's R2 or L2. You gotta hold on. You do not press X, otherwise you will hyperextend and then fall to your death. But yeah, Bionic a Commando, very unique style of platforming and grapple hooking. And yeah, LA Noir Beyond Two Souls, really they fall, the same type of category, but LA Noir, first off, I wanna, it's cinematic, interactive type game, right? LA Noir, very a popular game. So basically, you go through the 1940s. You're this detective, and you basically go and you solve all sorts of crime scenes or whatever. And yeah, it's like an interactive, so it's not fully. It's not a full-on gameplay, but I guess it is gameplay, but it's not full-on gameplay like a GTA or like a Mafia or like a Red Dead. But basically, you make a decisions, and decisions on like a case. It is very cool. It can dictate the outcome of that case, right? Based on past clues, previous areas you've been to, and you can. It has that unique edge on it where you can tell. It puts you like in a scenario where you have to tell if a person is lying or not. And yeah, Beyond Two Souls is a little different, right? Beyond Two Souls, so very similar to Heavy Rain or Detroit All Becomes Human, right? Basically, your choices, they dictate the outcome of the story. I would the same idea as LA Noir, like an interactive type experience, right? And but basically you have like this, I don't know, psychokinetic ability where you can I believe you can control people. But yeah, so yeah, same type of idea where the choices you make, and that dictates the flow like of the story. And yeah, Grid, really Grid. So Grid and really Full Auto Lines too. Grid and Full, they're the same type of thing, right? Where it has that unique edge where you can reverse time. So time can be reversed. So if you crash in a race and, if you didn't like how that little sequence went, you can reverse time and go back in time, reverse it. It is very fun to do, right? It is very fun to do, right? But yeah, Grid has that unique edge to it. And, the races, for the most part, the races, they're not too hard, but you're going to crash. And a full auto bylines too, you can basically reverse time. This ability is limited, right? But it is very unique. I've never seen it before in a racing game, right? Similar to the consciousness jumping in a Driver San Francisco. But yeah, Anarchy Reigns, simply because it's unique simply due to the structure of the game. You do challenges and challenges and challenges to unlock the next story mission. And after that, you do challenges and challenges to get the next story mission. And yeah, challenges, so defeat enemies in this area or defeat enemy only using a certain weapon, right? And yeah, it is a very easy game. This was in my easiest games list. But the Anarchy Reigns is that just basically that if you guys like an arcade type third person action game, it's a good game, right? So yeah, Sega, made by Sega. And yeah, so most are unique PS3 games. The last one is going to be Portal 2. It's constant puzzles and puzzles and puzzles. More puzzles and puzzles. This is a very popular PS3 game. I played it in a psychological. They had this experiment, I remember, and then I played it. Portal 2, so basically, you gotta, I believe you gotta use, you got a platform to get out to the next portal, right? And then on the next portal, there's like another puzzle. And yeah, it's very, it might sound very straightforward, but it gets very complicated. And sometimes there are mazes and loopholes that you gotta go through, right? But yeah, so it's constant puzzles and puzzles, right? But like it is fun. It can be very fun and frustrating at the same time. But yeah, Portal 2, definitely a very unique experience for the PS3. I never played a game like that before. So yeah, so unique PS3 games. Like and subscribe. Thank you.